And hello, we are Marmalade Tour, a travel family from the UK.
Yeah, we travel full time in our motorhome, and we wanted to tell you about Luxembourg. We went to Luxembourg.
Yeah, Luxembourg, yay! Second part of Luxembourg.
Yeah,
Yes.
So we went to Luxembourg earlier this year, and we really wanted to show that it's more than just cheap fuel. Check out our first one.
How cheap was the fuel?
Oh, it's so cheap. So this one we're going to talk to you about Luxembourg City. We also went to Schengen, which was pretty cool. Can you remember the place with all the flags?
Oh man, those flags are beautiful.
There were some dope flags.
And a couple of other things, a special park and all sorts. So yeah.
Loads. So here is a bit of Luxembourg City. So Luxembourg City was ace, but one of the best things about it was as soon as we got off the bus, we found the best park.
Ever.
Oh, what was the best
What was the best park? So we just arrived in Luxembourg City by bus, and the city is beautiful. Even though we haven't explored it, we got off the bus over there, and then straight away come to this park. Check how good this park is. We've lost Rufus already, but look how nice this park is. Basically, we're the ones making it look untidy with that pushchair. But I'm going to go and find the kid because he ran off straight away.
Let's see where he is. Let's see where he is. There he is. He's climbing the big one. Yep, there. Come on. Come on then. Was that good? It wasn't worth it. Oh.
Well, what did you think of the park?
I thought it was amazing, man. Amazing.
Well, what was so good about it?
Cool pirate ship thing.
Yeah, the whole park was like a pirate ship, wasn't it? Like pirate ship climbing frame.
And when we were playing at the park, I met a new friend.
Yes, you did. And what language did he speak? Can you remember?
French.
French. So we got to practice our French. Rufus was having a good time playing. You did a great job, didn't you? You asked him if he could play en français and all sorts. He had a good time. I felt bad that I had to take him away when it was time to go.
And there was a lot of roadworks, wasn't there?
Yeah, absolutely loads.
The most I've ever seen in a
roadworks?
city.
Shush. When we were actually walking through the city, I think it was really well looked after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everything was like really clean and really well built and really.
Even the police cars were just beautiful.
They were really nice, yeah. Which for a capital city you might expect, but you never know. They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? So
also, because the rest of Luxembourg so far have been so small and quaint, it was weird to be in a city, let alone the capital.
So, yeah. I think just there was a lot of artwork around as well.
Yeah.
It was just really nice.
So, can you remember anywhere else we went in Luxembourg City?
Oh, we went to the church.
To the church.
Yay, church!
It was called the Church of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame.
We like going to a church.
The church was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was really nice. The thing that was different about this church to any of the ones that we've been in recently was there was a sign when we first went in asking for to be silent, basically, because people were using it for worship and for prayer. So there was a section that was cornered off, and you could only go in that bit if you were praying, and then everything else was to look around but ask for silence. But
obviously Riley had her own agenda, so she was just making noise and shouting, "Dad,
Dad.
Like she,
Dad.
like you like left her forever in a band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like like.
No, don't abandon me.
Yeah.
If only she could have said that at the time.
Come
Yeah.
back, please.
Come back, Father. Yeah.
So that was a really nice church, wasn't it? And you guys had a look around.
Rufus and I got to go and explore the crypt or the tomb area.
I thought it was pretty creepy.
It was creepy. It was creepy. It was all really low lit and like spooky. And what was guarding one of the main chambers?
Lion.
Lions. Big lions.
Don't eat me, lion. Go away.
So Luxembourg City is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. Real
there
surprise.
are lovely churches, and there's just lovely statues and monuments everywhere.
Good shops.
Yeah, good shops.
Good cafes.
Yeah. So yeah, Luxembourg City was good.
Good, wasn't it? So to get into Luxembourg City, we got the bus.
We learnt from our previous experience in Belgium not to take our motorhome into a capital city.
I can't remember what day of the week it was that we went to this one. But...
No, it wasn't a Saturday, but it might not have been.
So yeah, we got the bus, and that was a nice experience. We were a bit early at the bus stop. So yeah, the bus stop was directly across the road from the air that we were staying at, which was, we loved it, didn't we? That little air. It wasn't, it wasn't in the most glamorous of places, but it was a really cool little place to stop, and we really loved it when we arrived. We stayed there for 2 days.
2 days, yeah. Had parking for 4 motorhomes. We've got more details of it in one of our motorhome air vlogs if you want to watch it. But it was just a cheap, really nice place. Yeah. And there was even a double rainbow over our motorhome, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And getting the bus in was so cool. Like, I know it sounds like obvious, like busing in anywhere was fun, but it was so cool and so cheap.
It was just a nice experience.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it's nice
Yeah,
to get out of your motorhome and just cross the road and then end up in the city.
Who knew getting the bus was so exciting?
Yeah, it is for us. So for those few days in the air, we spent a bit of time when we weren't out gallivanting around Luxembourg City. We spent some time doing some homeschool stuff.
It was raining a lot.
Yeah, the weather was pretty rubbish. Actually, we got a good day in the city, didn't we?
We did, yeah. It was. We did purposely as well. We planned it. I mean, like, oh, it's sunny that day. Let's go.
Let's go. And then we had the rainy days, just staying in the motorhome in the air, and we not in the air, like floating. But we did some homeschool stuff, which isn't too out of the ordinary. Like, we did our normal French lessons on Skype with Helen and did some maths and stuff. But then one thing we did do that was a bit different is we got a science kit, and it was really cool, wasn't it? It was like we got test tubes and just like mixed up different solutions.
Making up crystals. And,
it was really fun. We'll have to get another one.
Definitely,
yeah. So that was good. And also, because it was February, it was Pancake Day. So those of you that watch our channel know that we like making pancakes. We have another video where we make pancakes at 5 times speed. It's not how fast we really make them, but that is how fast we eat them, especially Riley with blueberries. But yeah, so we had a really nice couple of days exploring and staying in, doing some interesting new stuff.
Our final stop in Luxembourg was Schengen. Actually, we hadn't planned to stop here. We were looking for a route down to our next place, and we saw Schengen and we thought we have to stop there.
Yeah, so iconic.
So, yeah, it wasn't on purpose, but it was really nice, and the drive there was good.
Yeah.
I remember we did have to turn around at one point because our sat nav was taking us the wrong way, and there was a road closure and stuff. But actually, it wasn't too bad, was it, to get there? No. We did go quite far out the way to get there in the end because of that road closure. But yeah, when we got there, it was nice, wasn't it? Like the main area that we went to, it was where all the flags are.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, and I don't think when I was younger, I didn't really know what Schengen meant and what the Schengen area was. But once you start investigating travel and you learn more about it, then you realise that it's kind of quite a symbolic place of freedom and liberty and movement. And it was just amazing to see all these flags, and the fact that lots of people made almost like a little pilgrimage to this place, and put locks on. People hook locks on, and
under the country that they're from. And it was really nice, and there's a museum there as well, which is not really cool building. There's a really nice looking cafe on the side, but it was closing, so we didn't get to go in.
Yeah, it did look good.
Glad.
Really nice big glass panes.
Yeah.
And the museum was really cool. The staff there were brilliant, and it was free, and it just gave us a bit of respite, and
just
really
look around.
nice.
It's a lot of information about how, I guess, the countries came to join Schengen. And
some activities.
Yeah, some activities for kids. You could make your own little passport thing, and there was a little picture.
And we printed our own
picture booth.
Schengen note.
Oh,
Luxembourgish note. It was really cool. I think it was like €2, and you just printed your own note. And it's not legal tender. It's only a little novelty thing, but it was really
nice. For the
nice.
Scrapbook.
Yeah, and there was a few games there. I wouldn't say it was great for younger kids, but Rufus did like watching it.
There was a lot of space to walk around. And everything was safe.
But there were games, and there were stories that you could watch which were really interesting. They were talking about the powers that police had, or customs to move in the Schengen area, and also stories from artists from moving were really good. And everything just looked quite up to date. I would say that some of the film footage on the things was maybe a little bit out of date, a bit older.
But then they were probably relating to that time period.
Yeah, when things came in.
Maybe.
But overall, an amazing little place to stay.
The parking there was great. There was a lot of parking. I assume they're probably quite busy there, but there was enough space for us, and there wasn't that many people there at that time.
No.
But then I suppose maybe coronavirus was starting to stop people travelling around a little bit more then. It was kind of just at the very start.
Yeah.
And
nobody knew what it was then.
The little tourist information, so it's right on this massive, absolutely huge river, and the river was flowing so fast. It was really intimidating, you would not want to fall in there. And the tourist information is just kind of a little island on the river, and you can just walk across this bridge, and it felt a little bit worrying.
Yeah, and there's a lady in there by herself, and we're like, "You're right."
Yeah, in the tourist information office, and then they had some great stuff in there, so we had to obviously try and control the children. Not easy sometimes when there's so many nice little things to play with. And the lady in there was really lovely, and she offered to post our postcards.
Yeah.
And she spoke so many languages.
For being in a place that's iconic with multi-cultures and multi-countries, they had the perfect person in post. She spoke every language. She was amazing. Yeah,
people around that area, sort of that area of Luxembourg, Switzerland, they speak a lot of languages anyway, don't they? They learn them in school, and she was telling us actually what years they start to learn which languages.
It's fascinating, wasn't it?
Didn't they went through French and Italian and a bit of German,
a bit of English
of it, but she was telling us what years they start to introduce things, and I love how important language is in their school.
But Schengen was lovely.
It was really nice. It's definitely worth a visit.
Yeah, you could just spend an hour or two there having a look around and just kind of appreciating the freedom of movement.
Yeah.
In fact, some of the quotes on the wall, I would say they made us feel a little bit bad, because obviously, not going into too much of it, but leaving the EU, I don't know, it made me feel a bit sad.
Yeah.
We were just kind of
I mean, we're not in the Schengen area anyway, but
no.
We were. We are part of the EU. So.
Yeah, so it just made
sad times.
Yeah, it's a little bit sobering to be there at this time, but it was good.
So overall, I think Luxembourg was a real big surprise for both of us anyway, and we didn't really know what to expect. We don't really know anybody that spent that much time there. It was inspirational, I think. There were a lot of things to do there, and it was nice and clean, and everything felt good, everything felt good quality, and it just felt like a nice place to be. I think as soon as we drove in to Luxembourg, it just felt different.
There's something that is quite unique about Luxembourg, and every time I go there, the next time I go I spend more time and it's still not enough.
So we're pleased that we got to spend this much time, and we're really pleased that we got to experience Luxembourg as motorhomers, because actually they were brilliant, weren't they?
Yeah, really some
brilliant.
really great places to stay, great kind of campsites and airs, and we'll definitely go back, won't we?
Yeah.
So go to Luxembourg. But please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let us know your experiences if you've been to Luxembourg and you've been to any of the places.
Anything that we didn't do that we absolutely should, because I know there is a lot to do there, and we would like to make a little list.
Find some more, but another excuse to go back, really. But thank you very much for watching.
Thank you.
And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Moon, I'm there soon. I'm leaving quite early tomorrow.